To highlight a few issues surrounding some current events which is taking place in our dear motherland, Africa. Africa is on the rise of a great awakening. After having suffered so much under colonial domination for centuries, the time is coming for black people the world over. Brothers and sisters, now is the time to rise up and become conscious of yourself as a black man and a black woman. Now is the time for you to start doing your research on Mother Africa and the black agenda. Now is the time for you to open your eyes and face the reality of what is taking place in the world. The new face of Pan-Africanism is taking shape within the Sahel section of the continent. After overthrowing the puppet leaders of the country within the Sahel state, these three brothers, President Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso, President Gota of Mali, and President Chiani of Niger. These brothers have created a unification amongst their country. Kick out the French and America. Withdraw their alliance with ECOWAS, which is an American organization that is controlled by colonial powers, but is run by black African puppets who will do anything for their white masters. These three brothers of the Sahel state has gained the most love and respect from the elders and the black conscious youth of today, at home and abroad. But just for a minute, let us backtrack this script for a moment in Africa. There is an organization by the name of Africa, which was set in place by the Obama administration. President Obama was selected as president for two reasons: to make the world a safe place for homosexual lightness. That's in Africa. And to go into Black Africa and set up AFRICOM in certain strategic locations where there is type of minerals in order to make it safe for American corporate exploitation. That was it. Obama had a gay agenda and an AFRICOM agenda. This was the reason for the brothers of the Sahel state expelling the French and American from the country to be free from colonial exploitation. And the president of AFRICOM, Michael Langley of the United States, a black hole nigger under Donald Trump, disagree with what these three brothers, right? Disagree with what these three brothers have started. Disagree with what these three brothers and started to spread false misinformation about Ibrahim Traore and the brothers of the Sahel state to try and destabilize their country. The lie that this house Negro, Michael Langley, has invoked on our brothers is what have us out here today and have the whole world of black people in uproar right now. When we, as black people, take a look at what is taking place in these three countries, truly speaking, these brothers is taking Africa in the direction where it needs to go. These brothers were selected by the great ancestors to lead this revolution that is taking place right now. And the whole world of black people inside and outside Africa need to uphold, protect, and join forces with these brothers to liberate and free Africa once and for all. These brothers are the most important black men in the world right now, because what they are doing is creating a reality, revolutionary change that will potentially reshape the whole world for the benefit of black people in the years to come. These brothers are the new faces of Africa, who have given their sons and great-great-grandchildren of the slave masters a dreadful fight. Yes, It's true, these brothers have lots of enemies inside and outside Africa. I am talking about black devils and white devils who are trying their very best to kill, cramp, and paralyze these brothers' agenda. The dreaded spite these brothers are receiving is coming from the house Negroes inside Africa who is on the payroll of France and America to destabilize their country. But due to the powers of the great ancestors, these brothers were blessed with highly intelligence. They were blessed with highly knowledge of self. They are highly educated, speak several different languages. Not only are they a genius in military persuasion, they are highly educated in business and politics also.
True.
They are known as all-around leaders who don't need no one to guide them on their mission. Just the solidarity of the brotherhood, the protection from the ancestors, and the love from black people.
Yes, I. Rastafari.
These brothers are young and gifted with wise minds and have great potentials of restoring our black African dignity globally, which other so-called African leaders was not blessed to do. Because of greed, fear, and lack of self-respect, if those black leaders, if those black puppet leaders was to take a page out of these brothers' book of intelligence, the African continent and the whole world of black people would have done exceed far beyond. Yes, my brothers and sisters, Africa is on the rise. Now is our time. And President Ibrahim Traore and the brothers of the Sahel state is leading the way to liberation and freedom. The more black people do research on our brothers, Traore and brothers of the Sahel state, is the more we get to admire and love these brothers. And my brothers and sisters of the Nyahbinghi Order, who are conscious Pan-African thinkers in the West, recognize that these times mark the beginning and the rise and independence of Africa from colonialism and the yoke of slavery. In times gone by, there were powers that rise up and exploited the African continent in many different ways. There were Persia, Germany, England, and many, many more. And all those powers shifted and became dependent on one power, which is the eagle. Today I call it Babylon, which is America. Now today I bear witness to an election that put this old evil, wicked boy Donald Trump in power. Fire! You old white racist peckerwood who stand on the platform of white supremacy today. And is bearing witness to racism in the highest order. Instead of making America great, his philosophy is to make America white again. And I bear witness to this old racist cracker who stand on the platform of his forefathers and fathers' ancestors. Today, and I say, heart attack when you vote Donald Trump, boys, who stand on the high platform of white supremacy. And I bring it come this day to shake you down off your high horse, racist peckerwood. The hatred that dwell within your heart towards black people. And I say, death to all racist devils who stand in the way of upliftment and progress for the black race. And I say to you, Donald Trump, and the President of France, along with your NATO alliance, and all you black post, Negro pocket, yard boys, those who is under your spell and control. And I say, back off, our brother Ibrahim Traore and the brothers of the Sahel state, for the whole world of black people is watching and ready to react. Let the words of my mouth and meditation where I ask you humbly acceptable.
Rastafari,
Yes.
God quick.
This is why I call earthquake. Yes, earthquake in your heart and room. But we're not ceasing the fire. And I call in on Brother Jomo at this time to come say a few words as this time travel on. Yes, sir.
and sisters, when my brother and I called and said that we were having a manifestation intended to support Ibrahim